97.9 The Box. This is DJ Eric, one part of the Big Tho and Eric show. Right now, you're tuned in to Tea with Monroe. Ooh, sex, love, scandal, harassment. Oh, you get the tea right now. Tea with Monroe podcast. You're officially tuned in.
Hey, this is Monroe Bishop.
And this is Larry White.
And welcome to Tea with Monroe, the podcast. We have a special guest, Malik. Introduce yourself, Malik.
Hey, what's up?
Tell us about yourself. Tell us a little bit something about Malik.
Not much, just working.
That's it.
That's it. Just working.
Y'all, Malik, my son, he's going to be coming through as a guest host here and there to give us a little millennial opinion on some topics. He definitely thinks outside of the box, and he's one of these free thinkers. And this new...
Why you sound like that?
Yeah, so anyway, today, because a lot's been going on, I didn't post a podcast last week, or maybe the week before that too. I'm not entirely sure. So for those of you who do not know, I had a mild health scare. It was a little heart attack. What? It was not a little, but it was a heart attack. And so I've been trying to, I've been taking it easy, relaxing, trying to recover physically and mentally through this process. I'm 48 years old, and having a heart attack is not the easiest thing to wrap your brain around, especially when you consider yourself a healthy person. I eat right. I don't eat much meat. I drink a lot of water. I exercise. Shit happens, though, They said it was stress. So for those of you who are stressors, who suffer from anxiety, panic attacks, let it go. Whatever it is, let it go. It's not worth it. And I'm coming to terms with that now. It has not been the easiest, but I'm working on it, and I'm getting there. So
Meditation.
Yeah, you need to meditate yourself. You have high blood pressure.
I've been trying.
How do you meditate?
I just close my eyes and think about
what?
The future.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. When I had my echo tip, and went to the cardiologist today, and I had another test done. The guy said, you're supposed to train yourself not to think. You don't think about the past, you don't think about today, and you don't think about the future. You're just in that moment with nothing on your spirit. So, it's definitely a lifestyle change. People have to train themselves, like monks and stuff who do that chakra stuff where they're trying to find their inner chi. So they say it's a process. So, I'm nowhere near there. I'm just doing my head space meditation. And I'm going to try to do me some yoga and take all my 100,000 pills the doctor gave me. And, yeah. So did I scare y'all? How was it for y'all just seeing me? Just give people a perspective on how it affects family.
That's crazy because I was just leaving work. And I looked at my phone. I seen y'all should text me.
Yeah.
I tripped.
Literally trip.
Yeah, I was walking, I tripped. I was like, oh, and I fell a little bit. Then I went to the car and I just started, driving.
You came straight to the hospital?
It was crazy because I was driving fast, but the whole time in my head I was thinking, I don't care if I get pulled over. I don't care if I get pulled over right now. I'm just trying to get to my mom.
So what exactly did he say what did he say?
He said you just fell to the ground and she at the hospital. Hurry up. So.
Yeah. What about you, Larry? And it's the craziest thing because I could tell my story, but just long story short, I never called 911, and that's the scariest thing about it all. I should have called 911. I called Larry. It's like Larry is my 911.
I am 911.
And the thing about it is, I kept hearing him say, "Huh? What?
I couldn't hear you.
What?" And I was like, and I couldn't breathe.
And next thing you know, the phone just hit the ground.
I felt myself passing out. I just dropped the phone. I was like, I can't deal with him right now. He can't hear. I'm just going to take myself to the hospital. Yeah. And I was like, and then next thing I know, D came running downstairs.
Because I called him.
Okay.
Yes, because I think of everything. Anyway.
Yeah, so anyway, that's what's been going on. It's a lot more to it. I'll probably talk about it another day on another podcast. I'm just in very good spirits today. I feel pretty decent. And so I just want to give you guys a show and let you know I'm all right. Thank you for your prayers and your messages and your flowers and your teddy bears. It's been great knowing that people actually care about me because I didn't think nobody cared. And I definitely want to give a big shout out to my mom. She flew down here on a moment's notice, and she.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Cause I know if nobody else gonna take care of me, my mama gonna take care of me, and she did that. She was here a little over a week, and she took care of me. And I want her to come back.
She came in clutch.
Yeah. So yeah, I got good people. I got good people around me. So yeah. So I'm on the road to recovery. So definitely still keep me in your prayers. And yeah. All right. So what you been up to, Larry?
You ask me that every
I
time
know,
get
and you
on
never
this.
really give me a good answer. What is your life like? Open up and let the people know what's going on with you.
Yeah. Let's see, what have I been doing? I've been working.
You know, you and Malik make me sick.
Gotta
That's
grind.
like that's all y'all do is work.
Gotta
Y'all
grind.
Y'all have no like. Okay, Malik, aren't you getting ready for prom, Malik?
Gotta grind. Yeah, I'm getting ready. Not mine though.
Now, I told somebody you was going to prom. They was like, "What? What is going on? Didn't he graduate?"
I did a replay.
It's your third prom, right?
No, it is my third prom. It is my third prom.
It is his third prom.
Yeah.
It is my third prom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
right,
you excited? Do you
Prom
even
is
know
prom.
anybody in that class that's graduating?
I know like, I know some of the hoopers that play basketball, but nah.
Where is Atascocita in
It's
terms
like,
of?
do they even know y'all, like, that class of yours? Do people even remember your class?
Yeah, of course, 2016, we were, you know.
That was the best class.
Best class, you know, everything. So we will always be remembered. So,
So you just.
they gonna know,
some-
oh yeah, you know, he's 2016. So
Oh,
my
whatever.
goodness.
they're gonna see me from afar. They, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay, so we're gonna strictly do what's the tea because I just want to talk about some hot news topics that's been going on because the news is just it's coming at us at 100 miles an hour. It's so hard to keep up. So I got a lot to cover. We have a lot to cover. So let's get into the tea.
Let's dive in.
Yes, Starbucks. So recently, Starbucks. It was. You know what? I ain't even gonna lie. I don't remember. It's just on my list as Starbucks. But two young men was in a Starbucks. I don't know what city it was in. If y'all know, let me know. They was in a local Starbucks, and there was two black men, well dressed, groomed, from what I understand.
They had some jeans and a shirt.
Okay, they was,
Yeah.
but yeah, they wasn't dressed.
Right. It
You
was-
know, because you know they have a stereotype, so they
Right.
was dressed pretty decent, like any other patron that would
Right,
come in
right,
Starbucks.
Jace.
I don't know. Well, they was in Starbucks and they wasn't ordering. They was just lingering around. I think maybe somebody had went to the bathroom, whatever. Long story short, the manager took it upon herself to call the police.
She asked them to leave, and they
They
didn't
would.
want to leave.
Oh, I think she did ask them to leave.
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't leave. I guess they were waiting on somebody.
Were they
Yeah, they
African
was waiting on
American?
somebody.
They were who? Her?
Yeah.
No,
They
were
were-
they African?
Yeah, there was two black men. Two black men.
Yeah, they was waiting
She
on
told
somebody.
him to leave.
She asked them to leave. They
'Cause
would
they,
not.
they didn't order.
They wasn't
anything.
ordering. So
They
of
was
course you
waiting-
can't. That's like
No, but Starbucks, like, you can chill in there. Like, they got couches.
Yeah, they was waiting on somebody.
And
So
they got Wi-Fi.
So she asked them, yeah, you know, I guess she asked them what they're gonna order, or they're gonna leave, or I mean, are they just gonna sit there? And I guess they just sat there, and
It was probably
she
being
asked them to
loud.
leave, and they
It was
and-
probably being loud.
no, they were not.
Because
They
it's Starbucks.
No,
you,
they're
know,
not.
you can walk in Starbucks and just chill
for
for a second and look at the
No,
menu.
but
like, it's that
technically,
type of
no.
They
Te-
was.
te- technically, in Starbucks, you do have to purchase something. They're there to
Yeah,
make.
of course you gotta
They're
pay
there to make
something,
money.
but-
But just let me finish the story, just real quick. So they were asked to leave. They did not leave. So she decided, because she said she was in fear of whatever, and she decided to call the police. And the police came, and it blew all out of
She
proportion.
said that she was in fear.
Yeah, they said on the one of the news outlets says that she felt threatened. I don't want to say threatened, but she didn't feel comfortable with them loitering in the store. It didn't feel right. So I guess on some policy that Starbucks may or may not have, she decided to call.
They were real estate investors, actually.
But she didn't know that. She didn't know that. She made a presumption. She presumed that they were there for something other than buying coffee and meeting another white young man to have coffee. And she called the police and the patrons.
And see, they didn't want to order their drink
until
early.
they got there, exactly. Which a lot of
so
people
nothing
do.
Happened?
Nothing. The police came. They got arrested.
They
got arrested.
For what though?
Trespassing.
For
Because she
trespassing.
asked them to leave and they didn't
Because
leave.
of course, as any.
And when the
But did
police
they want something though from Starbucks?
and when the police come in and ask you to leave, you're supposed to leave. And if you don't, then they can say we're going to arrest you. And they're like, well, arrest for what? And then they arrested them. So
they arrested them, and even if somebody recorded it, even the white patrons, other patrons were saying, "Hey, they weren't doing anything. This is ridiculous. Leave them alone." But the police arrested them. They got arrested, put in jail, and the Starbucks, I guess it went viral. Starbucks got involved and decided that I think it's on May 29th. They are going to shut down all the Starbucks across the United States. I don't even know if they are in other countries.
Down a certain amount.
They're going to search and have a diversity inclusion type seminar to educate everyone on cultural sensitivity. So you guys,
what does that mean? Like
Okay,
about how
so
to not to stereotype people and make assumptions. So let's talk about this.
I got a lot to say about this.
Okay.
All right, so first of all, Starbucks is dumb for getting involved in the way they did.
What you mean? In what way?
The owner or the CEO of Starbucks came out and did a announcement and made a statement on it, which it was obviously a individual situation. It wasn't that Starbucks did it.
It was an individual.
It was the individual manager. So the manager should have been replicated.
Did she get fired?
Yeah, she's not there no more. I don't know if she got fired or what, but I think she did get fired. But she should have been dealt with, which was done.
Right.
All right. It should have been a public apology to the men.
I think it was. The charges were dropped immediately.
Right.
They were set free without anything on their record.
Right. And Starbucks should have probably made some type of financial contribution to them.
They did.
All right. Now, that should have been dealt with. That should have been the end of it.
Right.
All of this other stuff.
Like closing down Starbucks.
See, what they've done now is made Starbucks a target. Because, now, this is the thing. You can only do that once. Somebody's going to get paid once from it. I had a debate with one of my friends about this. He's another guy. He's a black guy. And his opinion was, if somebody's if you're in any business and they ask you to leave, they have the right to refuse to serve you. And my point was, but they didn't do anything wrong. He said it doesn't matter if they can order drinks. They can not order drink. If the manager or somebody tell you to leave from the property, which is true, it's private property, so you must leave. If they tell you to leave, it doesn't matter. I said, well, the point is, if they would have left, they wouldn't have been getting paid from this situation right now. If they would have just left like that, and they wouldn't have had nothing to this particular person that had them arrested would not have been fired, and she would have still been dealing with this place like that. So I don't know. I think that it's unfortunate that they got targeted like that, and all they was doing was just trying to wait to order their drink because they didn't want to order too early when their other party wasn't there.
Right.
And it's unfair.
It's in Philadelphia.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yes, and so I just think I think Starbucks has basically made themselves a target in a way, and it happens a lot with people. People, that's the one thing about the stereotypical stuff that we have to actually deal with sometimes. It's unfortunate, but we need to, the only way you can to deal with this properly, to me, is to stop living the stereotype. If that makes sense.
That's not going away.
Well, it can.
I guess it can. I mean, this is my thing.
You got to stop living the stereotype. You got to stop doing certain
You
things.
have to. And what do you think, Malik? You a young black man.
I was gonna say something about it, but I think really, I feel like that all could have been stopped easily if the cop would have just known that it's not.
The cop would have used some discretion.
The cop would have just been fair about the situation and knew that it was nothing wrong and asked the manager
But that's the
what's
thing.
wrong, like okay, what's going on? And
It's private property.
Basically handled it right there, and it could have been.
But it was handled. But to see if the owner, if you in my house and I tell you get out of it and you don't leave. If I call a cop, you can say, listen, all I'm doing is sitting on this couch.
But it doesn't, I mean.
You understand? I'm not doing it. I'm just sitting on the couch.
Man, if y'all think that makes sense, then I don't know.
It doesn't make sense to me because the cops definitely could have handled it differently. They could have.
What would be the way to handle it?
The cops already been the rules.
The people already was telling the police, the people the patrons in there were telling the police they are not doing anything. This was white people, black people, other cultures. They were saying they're not doing anything.
Yeah, but
they weren't doing nothing. There was not a threat to me. I don't feel threatened. What's the problem?
The management is okay.
Now we weren't there, so I don't know if the cops asked them to leave.
What you're saying is right, but what I'm saying is the management. If the management of a business tell you to leave, you got to. I serve papers.
But the cops.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, but the cops already got enough power. Like they already used their power.
Use it or abuse it.
They can use it this way and have a conversation and end it.
But
right
they can
there.
have a discretion. Yeah, they can choose.
I mean, they bend the rules by shooting us. I mean,
you already said they bend the rules by shooting us.
I mean, what's wrong in just having a civil conversation right there?
Let's be rational. Come on.
That's being rational. That's being logic.
Hold on. Look. They're law enforcement. What law enforcement is supposed to do is enforce the laws. So if I'm an owner or I'm a manager and I ask somebody to leave,
I understand that,
and they will not leave, even if the police come in. They say we are not leaving.
Okay, now we don't know if they did that or not.
That's you. Okay.
Did they refuse to leave when the police? They tried to explain, from what I understand, what they were doing there.
Right. So let me explain.
But you know what the 911 called, and this is just my thing. You know what the 911 called?
I heard the 911 call.
What is? I'm just talking about in my lovely white manager's voice calling in like I'm scared to death of two black men in my establishment that won't leave and I feel threatened. So you know that 911 call was made out to be more than what it actually was because they was black.
Slow down. Hold on.
This is what it is.
Okay. I get all of that. I get all of that, what you're saying.
I'm just saying. I'm keeping it real.
I want you to understand what I'm saying.
Keeping this tea real sweet.
Gotta keep it sweet. Juicy.
From a police perspective, you there, somebody called the police, you're supposed to disrupt the problem. The police can use discretion, and he can say, okay, y'all guys, since this is the issue, go ahead and leave. And they saying, why? We are waiting on somebody. I'm sorry, but you have to leave.
Okay, all right.
After some point, the police gonna have to arrest you because you will not comply. Once the police tell you to leave,
I mean,
it is
not.
We
know you're supposed to leave.
No.
We know you're supposed to leave. But I'm just saying that can all be like
it can't.
In a different way. The cops, instead of telling them they can leave, you can just say, okay, what's the issue? Like the cops can just handle it.
No, they can't.
Right there. Yeah, but that's what he's saying is discretion. They could have came in and had a conversation.
I for a fact that they was white.
Okay. They could have had a conversation, Larry. Come on.
It would have went whole different. Way different.
This is why I don't.
It's just facts.
No, it's not facts. It's y'all don't make no difference. No. This is why y'all asses be going to jail. Excuse my language, but this is why y'all be going to jail.
That could have been handled so much peacefully. No. He did not have to arrest him. The cop knew it was nothing wrong.
If you will not
it was no danger. Everybody. I know.
I'm the police. Sir, can you leave?
That's different.
No, sir.
Okay, let's reenact this. Sir, can you leave?
Please leave.
That's different. Like
no. I want you to hear me.
It's situations. That's
no.
Okay.
It's plain and simple. Will you please leave,
sir? What did I do? Why do I have to leave, sir?
It depends where I'm at. It depends where I'm at in the situation. You just can't make up and say, "Can you leave?" Like
because the manager wants you to leave.
But I wasn't doing anything. I feel like I'm being discriminated against. I was sitting here waiting for my Caucasian friend.
They got the right to refusal service.
But I didn't do anything wrong. Can I please have the corporate phone number, please? I'm calling corporate.
You can call corporate.
I'm not refusing. I'm not saying that y'all wrong.
You can call corporate, but you got to leave.
Okay, fine, ma'am. Mark, Becky, can I get corporate's number? Because I'm calling corporate.
Okay,
You guys
so-
recording this?
so-
Please send me to my phone number.
Now you done it. Now all that's gonna do is get Becky reprimanded, or they gonna
I
get.
understand that you
Oh,
have to
so
leave.
my point is you have to. He is okay. If the police is called out, he has to enforce the law.
I understand
Yes, he has
that.
to enforce the
does.
law.
And the law.
Okay,
no,
but-
hold on.
But that could have been diffused so much easier without all. It's enough racial tension going on as it is. That could have been handled so differently, is what we're trying to say. We're not saying that you're wrong. They're there to enforce the law. They're there to uphold whatever the establishment said is supposed to happen. But they could have happened so it could have played out so
So how-
differently.
And that
other
really was
than
a
them
bad.
getting arrested.
Honestly, that really was a bad business move for her. on her
It really
end.
was, and her ass should have got fired.
She just caused so much attention on Starbucks, and now everybody gonna
that's
be
what I'm
saying
saying.
Starbucks. they racist
She was
now,
wrong,
like.
but you to say the police did something wrong.
No, we're not saying they did anything wrong. What we're saying is they could have handled it differently.
No,
with
they
the-
couldn't.
Yeah, they could.
Okay, so what do they do?
They handle other
Okay, no,
situations different.
No.
They handle other
If you-
situations
do you
different
understand
when it comes to
private
violence.
do
When
you
it comes to
understand-
violence,
Do you understand private property rights?
I understand property rights.
If I go jump in your car and you sit in your car and you tell me to get out the car, I gotta go.
I understand I have to go, but that's
But sir, I'm just sitting here. I'm just tired. I just want to rest. Can I sit in this car?
I know that. Like you said something, I know. Like
But you said, sir, officer, come over, sir. Can you just scoot over then? Because he doesn't want you too close to him. Can you just?
Y'all make me sick. Okay,
I mean-
y'all making a mockery out of it. So here's the
No,
thing.
it's-
Here's the thing. The
actually,
two,
you making
the two,
you know the whole situation look even worse on them on their part. Like that's for no reason. Like
It's Starbucks made it.
she had to make it a reason. She had to tell them that they was doing something for him to arrest them.
Exactly.
If they're
So-
just
so
going around
imagine
arresting
what
people
she
for
said.
no reason,
Thank
that's the
you.
whole thing. Like,
Thank
you looking
you.
at-
She had to make it seem more than what. You cannot sit up here and tell me because two people standing in the side of a Starbucks, because I do it all the time. Because if I walk in Starbucks and I say, oh, I'm not sure yet, I'm not ready to order, because I've waited on you in Starbucks before. They didn't call the police on me.
I'm not saying you're not wrong as far as how we think about the situation. What I'm saying is private property rights basically states you have to leave when they tell you to leave. It's private property. If they tell you to get off their property for whatever reasons, now you can still sue them. You can deal with it however you want to deal with it. But my point is you got to comply. with
Okay.
that.
Got to. I know.
I get it. The end of the story is the two men that were arrested. They settled with They settled
Now,
with the
if they never would've got arrested, they would've never got that money.
settled. Now
I
they
know if
didn't
they
sue.
was-
They
I
didn't
know
sue.
if they
They
was
didn't
white,
sue
that would've
Starbucks.
never
They
happened.
sued the city of Philadelphia, and guess how much they settled for?
What?
$1 each.
What happened?
They settled for $1
Because
each.
Starbucks paid.
That's why they
them.
lost.
No. They intentionally settled for $1 each, and the city has to donate $200,000 to whatever organization of their choice that they want to donate to. And you know why they did that? Because it's the point. It's the point of the thing. It's the you know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
It's
So like I said earlier, you're right as far as what the thought that goes with it. But what I'm saying is, we have to actually, some people just don't like.
they did reach an agreement with Starbucks confidentially, so the company did pay them something.
They got paid. They got paid.
So Starbucks must have paid them something, but they settled with the
Free
city.
Starbucks for the rest of their lives. Honestly,
Yeah.
that would have been the perfect. You ain't got even no money. Free Starbucks.
Oh, that's crazy, boy.
Just give me
But
free
look,
Starbucks.
but look at this.
Like
Look,
anything
but
on
check
the
it out
menu.
though. We fuss about not a fuss. We have a lot of issues with a lot of things that's going on. Guess what? A lot of black people are doing now. They have resumed buying Starbucks.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Starbucks,
So it didn't stop nothing.
Well, I think Starbucks opened themselves up to.
If
being-
anything, it
being
made that
called
Starbucks in
something.
Philadelphia like that. You know that
Yeah,
particular Starbucks.
I would have made it an
the
isolated
racist
incident.
spot.
Yeah, I would have made it isolated incident instead of making it like, oh, Starbucks don't like this. Their policy make black
And
people leave.
I don't think it's like you said, it's not a Starbucks thing. It was an individual thing. And I think just like a lot of companies do cultural diversity, I think it's not wrong. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily know if I would shut down all my stores, but it would definitely be a requirement for the people that work for Starbucks to take a cultural diversity course, because we're required to take it every year.
Yeah.
In our company, because we work with so many different cultures in business. So I think it should be something they should have in place more often than not versus when these type of things happen.
I'm gonna get some Starbucks tomorrow.
Me too. I'm telling y'all tried that ultra caramel frappuccino? Man, that's a mouth orgasm waiting to happen. That joke is so good.
I just think about my one drink.
White chocolate mocha. Tamar Braxton. So y'all know Tamar Braxton has recently shaved off all of her hair. Well, it's not recently, but it's been recent since she's done that. And she's rocking the ball crew cut, if that even exists. The ball crew cut, ball fade.
Yeah, ball. I would say ball fade.
Ball fade. And I think she looks absolutely gorgeous. And one of her reasons for doing that is because her husband that she's currently separated from, he had a type. He liked white women with blonde hair. So one of the things that he liked on her were blonde wigs. So she did that to make him happy. So by cutting off her hair was a statement of her freedom from that oppression in her home.
She was oppressed.
She was oppressed.
So when you're married, you're oppressed.
Well, when people got stipulations on you like that and you feel like you held hostage to that bit bullshit. So my question is, should a woman comply with what her man likes when it comes to her hair?
Yes, I said it before you got it out your mouth. Yeah.
What do you?
No.
So can your girlfriend cut off all her hair, Malik?
It just depends.
She got you.
No,
Can Krista cut off all her hair?
It just depends. Honestly, she can, but I'm going to just, like, if she asks for my opinion, I'm going to just say no. And 9 times out of 10, the female's going to go with your opinion. Like,
so you don't have like...
And plus, if Crystal come to me saying her, like, you know, she want to cut off her hair, I'm automatically tell her, like, you don't have the head. You don't got the head for that. You can't do that.
But she said, you know what? I'm tired of all my hair. I just want to shave it off.
Then I'm going to just tell her to just shave it.
So what's your preference in hair with women?
I like women with hair.
Long hair, short hair, or just hair?
Just hair.
I like women with long hair.
I don't like them going to the barbershop with me. The barbershop is supposed to be just for the men. That's our little free time.
So you don't want to go to the barbershop with your girlfriend?
What stays in the barbershop?
What goes on in the barbershop stays in the barbershop.
But you know, I never really did the barbershop thing. I've always come on hair, but that is
the best conversations go on in the barbershop.
People are real protective about their conversation in the barbershop.
And they are like in the beauty salon as well. And honestly, excuse me, but there are men coming to the
women
beauticians.
just gossip. No,
hold up.
Oh, y'all have conversations.
We have real conversations.
But let me tell you, they have real debate. They have real debate in the barbershop. But let me tell you this: when a woman come in the barbershop, it's a distraction.
Yeah, because all the men
guys looking.
I noticed
like,
everybody get quiet.
Yeah, they like, you see that? They talk. No, they talking to each other with their eyes. They talking to each other like, and they don't. It could be somebody mama. It could be somebody sister, brother, cousin. It don't matter what age it is to a lot of them. So it's just because all people different ages in there. But when a woman come in there and they just sitting in there, whether it be for their child or whatever, they change their conversation. It's not the same conversation.
So do y'all think it was drastic for her to cut off her hair to signify her freedom for whatever she felt in that relationship all that time?
I think she's a drama queen. I think she's a drama queen. So everything she does, and I like Tamar. Don't get me wrong. I watched their little show with you and everything like that. I like her as an individual person, but I've always thought she was a drama queen, and that's just it's all about her. You know what I'm saying? She's so self-indulged. So it's like, whoa, you know.
So that wasn't about her marriage. That's just about her getting attention, you think?
She's about her marriage. She can make it all about whatever, but she lives for the persona she put out. That third party, that identity she's built up. That is who she is.
You think her statement made him look bad as a man?
No, I think that what he's done is probably normal in most relationships. He cheated or he ended up, giving some demands as a husband or certain things that she wants, because she's very demanding herself. So there's certain things. I just think it's a public thing, and it became even more public. And the fact that he had a baby on her, I can understand.
No, that's alleged. I always want to use that. That's alleged.
Accused of having a baby.
He's alleged to have a baby on the way.
Okay, so my point is, that's hurtful in itself, and it's embarrassing.
Yeah, I think it is.
You can't get past that. So for example, if somebody cheat on you, whoa, you can get past that.
But then
But
bring
you
a
gonna
baby
have
home.
a baby? That's you. I ain't no way around that. You know.
There's no forgiveness.
It ain't about forgiveness.
Well, when I say forgiveness, I mean
You have just. The point of getting married is to procreate and have a family. You just did that outside of our marriage.
so we can't stay together and raise
No,
the baby together.
even the dudes,
Second
that
chances.
do that.
Oh,
even
you
dudes-
giving second chances, Malik?
Just one more chance.
dudes
That's
that
it.
even do that. That's
That's
not right.
That's
I can
it.
understand. I can understand. No, I get second chances. You can give a second chance. Somebody do whatever. Somebody
Because
cheat.
we all make mistakes. We're human
Right.
beings, you know. We just
Yes.
walk around this
So
earth
I'm
making
gonna bring
mistakes.
this home for you once again. So you and Crystal are married. She cheat on you and get pregnant. You staying with her and raise that other man's baby?
No, but that's just me though. That's just me.
She
You
always
can't.
get you with that. She always
I'm
bring
a
you back
different human
home.
being than someone else who would think, okay, let me give her a second chance.
So, but if she cheated, you give a second chance, or with no baby.
I mean, that's just me. Like I don't know. It just depends on.
I don't know. I just think for me, just you know, as women, we get so
Nah, yeah.
Wrapped
I
up.
Just leave. Most likely, I'll probably leave.
we get so wrapped up in our relationships and trying to please the guy who we're with, and physically we try to make it pleasing to him and not necessarily what makes us happy. And I just think she's just
Why do y'all do that?
Women are
because
really
that's
just.
what we're trained to do. We are literally.
Y'all really are more forgiving. Y'all way more forgiving than us.
Yeah, women are.
Yeah, we are way more forgiving. We love harder. We are more forgiving because we just want to. We just feel like we can change you. We feel like, that if we do these things, you will love us. But that's an insecure train of thought. But on some level, all women think that. If they say they don't, that's a lie. Because sometimes you compromise with a lot of stuff when you're in a relationship. But sometimes you may compromise a little bit more than you thought you would initially, just because you really care about this person. They may be worth it.
So
you know what I
I
mean?
think-
He may have been worth her wearing these blonde wigs all these years and tearing up her edges and all this stuff.
I think that I guess when you do the front legs, I guess you're gonna take your edges up. But my thought is this: when it comes to women and what they do and how they sacrifice, I think that
You should let women do what they want.
Thank you. Let us
okay.
You
be.
can't stop their blessings.
Let us be who we
Okay,
are.
all right.
Let us be
Well,
free.
my thought
Free
is-
thinkers.
My thought of it on women is this: so, if not just women, but you said they do this because they think that they're loving. People just take the time to get to know each other and like each other.
But don't you want to please the person that you're with? I think it's human nature.
No, I get that. No, I get that. You want to please. Are we talking? What are we talking? Because
I'm just talking hair.
okay, hair. Okay,
Yeah, because like I know I don't have hair, and I know you like hair, but I can't grow hair. So
you can't grow hair. Stop. Just stop. You just keep cutting it off because you keep talking about, I don't like the way my hair not doing this. And you cut it off and there you go.
And I throw on a wig and you love me all the more.
Yeah, I ain't tripping. I ain't gonna get mad about you keep chopping your head off. But no, hair, let's talk hair. So hair, I think you wear your hair, your dressing should be for your husband. I believe your hair, if you're gonna do your hair some sort of way, it should be for your husband and it should be for you. If you like a hairstyle and you really like it, your husband should understand it. Now, if your husband don't like you be cutting your hair out, balling out and everything like that, I think that make a difference. People can say all they want that, no, but if I grow an afro and you know I can't grow a full head of hair, if I decide to grow an afro and you hating it, is that fair to you? Is it embarrassing? You walking around with a half moon head, dude. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay, Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian. I don't want to beat this over the back anymore. Than we already know he cheated. We already know she had the baby.
He cheated?
Yes. Where you been? He cheated. He got caught. He's a basketball player, right? For the Cavaliers. He got caught cheating and came out right before she had the baby. He was caught in a hookah bar, in hotel rooms with these Instagram thoughts.
Tripping.
straight balling on other people's booty.
You got a Kardashian.
Yeah, and so I just want to say this: people dragged that man through the mud. They actually,
That's good.
They booed him at the basketball
You
games.
tripping?
They tore up.
Like, come on.
They tore up his internet.
That's the wrong move.
So here's my question. Why did they treat him? Why were they harder on Tristan Thompson than they were on Kevin Hart, who did the exact same thing?
Kevin Hart came out with it.
No, not like this guy here.
Yeah, but Kevin Hart came at it with a different angle. Like he put a good move. See, he made a good move.
What good
he
move
know
did
he
he
did
make?
wrong.
He cheated on-
He know he did wrong, and he know it was finna get broadcast.
he did a
so he
PR
came at it different.
correction.
Yeah, like he came at it different, saying like apologizing and doing it like how he did it. 'Cause I
So
remember
he
him doing
came.
something.
So he came out ahead of
Right.
it
Yeah,
leaking
this
that he
dude-
cheated.
this-
So how's that any different? He's still cheating on her while she was pregnant.
So
I mean, he still
It's-
has some
it's
haters
some-
about the situation, but then again,
it's the,
you got to
yeah,
say, okay,
Malik is
he,
answering this very well.
No, that's some bullshit. So just because he came out ahead, but just because he told on himself before it got told, he should give some sort of leniency, some sort of
Well, it's on-
forgiveness.
Like I said,
Only
we all
one
made
person.
mistakes. We all
Only
made
one-
mistakes, and he know he
only
made a
one
mistake.
person he has to be forgiven by.
Okay, we're not talking about that. I'm just talking about the public, how they
Well,
how they drag.
It's a PR. It's controlling the situation. He did a PR stunt.
Well, the only reason he did that was because he was being blackmailed. That was gonna get ready to.
But that was still
That
part
was
of the
it was part of the infidelity because once that
Right.
blackmail came out, it would have been known that he had been cheating on her. So what is the difference between the two men other than PR?
I just told
that's
you.
it.
He controlled the situation.
He took control of the situation.
So just because he took and owned it,
And you gotta respect it. That's the thing. Like there's a whole lot of more real people than And then,
so only leg up that what's his name? Only
If
leg
this
up
guy-
that Kevin Hart had was the fact that somebody came to him saying, "Hey, I want money for this video." So if Tristan Thompson had gotten the same head, he didn't get the same heads up. He was blindsided by
Okay,
his.
so let's just say
He didn't get a chance to get ahead of
Let's
it.
say Tristan Thompson didn't get ahead of it, but what if he went on a PR campaign? And
Why
tried
would
to-
you do that if you didn't think you're getting caught? If you don't think you
If
get,
he-
because let me tell you something.
Hold on,
If Kevin
after
Hart
fact.
had
First
ever,
off,
Hold on, you just
if
said
you
that
cheating
he-
with Instagram thoughts, you getting caught.
that was an Instagram thought Kevin Hart cheated with.
So-
Exactly, you getting
so
caught.
you just said
Instagram thoughts, you get caught.
he didn't get a heads up, but if he would have started went on a PR campaign after the fact, he still could have apologized and came out there and did a whole PR stunt and probably got for some forgiveness.
The only reason Kevin Hart came out was because he knew he was getting ready to get caught.
Okay.
So if that he had never known that and kept this,
How you know he was finna get caught?
because he came out and said it. Because what somebody did was they had video footage of him having sex with this girl. So they came to him trying to extort money from him. He didn't want to pay up.
Yeah, I mean,
So he didn't want to
I'd
pay.
rather confess.
So
than
he
pay-
confessed. So if that had never happened and he had never said anything, and we found out right before the girl had the baby, right after she had the baby, just like Chloe
And
did,
guess what?
y'all would have been dragging him like
No.
Tristan Thompson.
The world will never know because you never know what will
Oh,
happen.
it was coming out because what you do in the dark is coming to the light. It was gonna be.
No, like on Kevin, like you never know, say if the person never came to him, with the blackmail, you never know what he would have made, like.
I mean, you
decision.
don't know, but I just don't understand. I don't give a darn if he got ahead of it PR wise and publicly apologized and confessed all his sins. He still dogged that girl out the same way Tristan Thompson dogged out Chloe,
Okay.
and I don't think.
We're not taking it
He
from
should
him.
be
We're not
absolved.
taking it from him. That still was a wrong thing, but then we still all make mistakes.
But it was more forgiveness for Kevin Hart than it was for Tristan.
Kevin
Nah,
Hart,
'cause
Kevin
like-
Hart's a bigger star too, so you gotta look at it like
I mean, you can't say he a bigger star.
he is a bigger star. So,
They're in two different categories.
so
you can't
but,
say- yeah,
but
that's-
if it was LeBron James would have got the same forgiveness.
I mean, Tristan
that's-
Thompson's known. He be on the Cavaliers. They went to the
Nah,
playoffs.
he ain't
They
no
a
LeBron
Kardashian.
James. He ain't
He's on LeBron's team. He's like,
Yeah, but
he's like a Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Everybody knew Scottie Pippen.
But no. Everybody, Scottie Pippen can hold his own. He needed Jordan. Scottie Pippen needed Jordan, I believe that. But this dude,
yeah, but I'm
Tristan,
saying like everybody knew the people on
but
an All Star team.
nobody.
like,
but he's not the starter player. He's not even a
yeah,
starter.
he's not. He's a starter.
No, he wasn't
Oh
a starter.
Lord, we're getting off topic.
Okay, all right.
Y'all gonna start. I don't know.
All the time, excuse me.
Yeah,
Not all the time.
I just feel like Kevin Hart got off too easy, and I think not to say that these men's lives should be dragged the way they were, because it's not our business. First of all, like you said, it only takes one. They only should be concerned about the one person.
Right.
Forgiving them. But you know, Kim Kardashian came on the Ellen Show and was like,
I heard.
he fucked up. You
She
know what I'm
didn't
saying?
say
Yes,
that.
she did.
She didn't say the
What
word.
did she say? She said he fucked up.
Who?
Kim
She said
talking about
those
Tristan.
words?
Yeah, she said she used the F word and he effed up
Who Kim said
over
that?
my sister. Yeah, the
Kim
family.
Kim just being extra. She ain't gotta say that.
Oh, so she shouldn't have. She don't have the right to say
I
nothing.
mean, she
That
can
was
say
her
that.
sister.
She can say that, but
Didn't she mess up before?
that's what I'm
Kim-
saying. Like you
Wait,
can't.
Didn't she?
You can't say something and then be
Because
on
Kanye
that.
West was around a while. I even seen that on Love and Hip Hop. He had been around a while.
Messing
Even-
around with Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Even while she was with her
Yeah, because she
husband.
was cheating on Ray J. She
No,
was
no,
cheating.
not Ray- not that far back. Not
Yeah,
that far back.
was
Yeah,
far
she
back.
did cheat on Ray J.
Yeah.
Okay,
Kim was
but
cheating
I'm
on
not
Ray
talking about
J,
the Ray J.
and Kanye was cheating on Amber Rose, and that was.
But that wasn't-
You know,
it
No,
was
I know he wasn't with Ray J.
He
She
wasn't
wasn't
with-
with Ray J.
yeah.
Then she was
Yes.
with one of her husbands.
She was with the
I'm
Chris.
telling
She was with
you.
the Chris.
She was with that
dude.
basketball guy husband,
I'm telling you,
the white
I
one.
Seen it. I seen it.
I know, but your timeline is off. So
No. I'm saying like Kim and Kanye been messing with each other for a long time. That's what I mean. Like
well, maybe so, but
they've been
I
together
mean,
for a long time.
but she was. I know she was married and she was messing with Kanye. So and with Richard, when she was with Reggie Bush, she was
Yeah.
messing with Kanye. Because I know that.
They just meant for each other.
Yeah.
Speaking of dirty dogs and hypocrites, let's talk R. Kelly.
Why y'all bringing this man up? Why don't they leave this man alone?
What did he do? What did he do?
Oh my God, he done graduated from pissing on girls to having slave camps of women.
He having
Well, I don't know about
slaves
this.
camp?
What happened?
Where have y'all
Slave
been?
camps.
Yes, he had found a bunch of women was found in a home, brainwashed, his little sex toys. Yes,
So
some
what
were
happened?
minors. And
So what happened? Explain to me. Go ahead.
look, I
Okay,
just
tell me
know.
what happened. What
I'm
happened?
telling you what happened. He did not stop messing with or being mentally abusive to women.
Okay.
He continued this. He
Okay.
continued to manipulate women, young girls, and deceive them. And
Where's
he
this
was
story
he
at?
was beating. Let me look it up.
And the reason I'm saying that because I don't want to die. I don't want to put nothing out there unless because I never
This is
heard
all
this.
alleged.
Okay, yeah, because I have never heard this story, so I don't want for broadcast purposes. We are not saying that this is true. This is a alleged story, but let's hear it. So go ahead.
Let me tell you. Let me just say this. Right now, they're having a silence R. Kelly. They're having a silence R. Kelly movement going on because for years he has gotten away with taking advantage of women and misappropriating his power.
What power does he have?
He uses
In the
it's
music
kind of like in the
industry?
music industry to
Okay.
get oh, I mean a lot of women singers, not oh my gosh, what's her name? Oh, I just love her death. Oh, who was singing under R. Kelly?
I don't know, but
I can't. It slips my mind right now. But several women who work with him musically wise has left from up under him because of his inappropriateness. And I think one of those girls that oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue, that was singing under him. It was her niece is the one he had the sexual relationship with on and peed on.
okay, that was
Yeah,
a long,
Deborah Cox. I think it was Deborah. Was it Deborah Cox?
I don't know, but that was
A long time ago. But
It wasn't
recently,
Deborah
some
Cox,
stuff
no.
have came. And I wasn't Deborah Cox. Okay, sorry about that. This is all alleged. Let me look it up. I did not because I thought you already knew this story. So
I had never heard this.
rapes. He's accused of rape, holding people, kidnapping, holding people against their will.
How was he doing that?
I mean, it was a whole press conference and
He
all
had
these.
a house?
Yes, a press conference was the parents came out in a press conference and some of the girls even talked against him and some of the girls were defending because some of them were adults. He got them out of college. They were adults.
Okay.
They were adults. But
So
they
these are girls that he picked up along the way and say, hey, you want to move him to my house?
yes, and he trains them.
You can move him to my house.
He brainwashes them and trains them, and they become his.
Cockabine.
Yes, exactly.
So he had a house full of cockabines with no wife.
And he has always gotten away with it, and nobody understands why.
Oh, see, now I thought y'all just bringing this man up for no reason.
No, this has been going on. I wish I knew. Lately, though, because the story has not gone away, the women who have worked for him for years, his attorney, managers, people who work with him for a very long time, all of them are done. They've quit working for him. Tom Joyner Morning Show has stopped playing his music, as well as a lot of other radio stations.
Wow.
They are muting him because he's been doing these things for so long.
And what he do is he put out hits.
He put after hit after hit after hit. I don't even know how the hell he covers this shit up. Why nobody's pressing charges?
Out hits, and as long as you keep putting out hits, nobody really coming at you. You know what I mean?
He's been accused of rape several times. Something that either gets glossed over, ignored completely. I just don't understand it. I don't.
Well, I thought y'all just mess with this man, but
nobody just mess with people just to be messing with them. R. Kelly has a reputation, and again, I just really want to understand how he gets away with this stuff. Yet and still, he's not doing anything different that the Weinstein guy was accused of.
That power, I guess you say they have, over the industry that they're in. So
what kind of punishment they doing?
Well, they actually, like I was just saying to Larry, they're actually they're muting him. They're not playing his music.
What's legally happening? Is what I'm.
That's what I don't know. That's the thing.
See, got all that happening, and they arrest people for weed.
What?
That's crazy. They take their time on that.
Okay, they said that R. Kelly is accused of holding women against their will in abusive cults. Now, some of the women were extremely brainwashed that they supported him, but some of them, parents got them.
If they were grown women, then that's one thing.
Some of them were grown, and some of them they were like college age, but they were technically over 18. So that's why a lot of, and they were saying that he didn't do anything because they was brainwashed.
They wanted to be there. Is basically what it sounded like. Okay, I believe you can brainwash some people. But I also believe that people can be where they want to be. Now, there was no trauma. There was no abuse there.
It was abuse.
What's the abuse?
Sexual abuse,
but wait.
Physical abuse.
Was it actually physical or sexual abuse?
Mentally.
Or was it they want to be there with R. Kelly and be his concubine?
Here's my thing. People can have you actually thinking that's where you want to be.
So is that a crime?
Yes, you can. You can actually.
Brainwash is real.
It should be a crime, especially if he's doing things to you, shitting on you, peeing on you.
Hold on, brainwash is not a crime.
Brainwash is real.
So cults aren't a crime?
Hold on.
Mom, brainwashing is real, but
cults are not a crime, but people need to, I don't know if it's a crime. I'm going to take that back.
Listen, okay, it was said that R. Kelly was keeping several women and several rental properties in Chicago and Atlanta where he forced them to abide by his rules and filmed their sexual encounter. This came from a BuzzFeed report.
Now, if he forcing
yes.
different.
They just saying force. Them girls probably wanted to do it. Man.
Oh my God.
They be trying to.
And let me tell you something too. Peeing on people.
He dictated what they ate, how they dressed, when they could take a bath, when they could sleep, when they could eat, what they can eat. He forced them to do exercise, so he wanted them to be a certain weight. I mean, it was.
Yes, he had him
in boot camp. All this is alleged.
Hold on, is it forced? So I want to get the
Kelly is a master at mind control. The parents were saying he's a puppet master. He had these women. Okay, let me tell you something. So if you got a bunch of women living in the same house and they all marching on the same foot to the same beat to the same tune, you're not gonna sit up here and tell me nothing is wrong with that.
So if he say if you don't do it, I'm gonna withdraw my money, and then they say okay, I'm gonna do whatever. That is not.
I don't even know what type of mental leverage he had over them.
Is he punching them?
Well, some of the girls were physically abused. Yes,
by R. Kelly,
like with belts. Yes, and they say some of his staff also was involved. Yes,
man. If that's true,
they all
because the girls disappeared out of school.
Well, they'll take him down if he had people doing.
Well, the thing about it is because some of the girls were adults, and they were in love with him. They would not press charges. This is all alleged. Now, one girl did come out on The Real She sat there and boohoo cried
So
and told
you
her
saying
entire story.
You saying
and-
they had Stockholm syndrome? Like,
yes, and she
okay.
got away, and he was trying to track her down. The girl that was on the reel, she got away. She was one of the girls that got away and has been speaking against him and been trying to get charges brought up against him. Yes.
Well, okay, so
they finally now people are finally saying, you know, we can't get you any other way. We're finna mute you. So now he's like, these are all lies. This is not true.
I didn't even know this was
People
going
are
on.
defaming me. You know, and this is all alleged. I wasn't there. I'm just going by stuff that I've read and things I've seen on the news that we're talking about this. I mean, just think about it. This could very well have been one of our daughters out of school. He done came across and singing "Step in the Name of Love," and he done stepped through the college campus, and she marching right behind his ass up into one of his houses.
and this man older than me, and he had to mess with
And these young
teenage
yes,
girls.
your daughter's age, 20, 21, 18, 17, 19.
Yeah, that's
weird.
That's sick.
That's ridiculous.
So y'all think he should be muted? Y'all think he should?
Yeah,
he
if
should be.
he
I
doing that, well, I'm gonna say this.
I think he should go to jail.
Well, I think they should deal with it legally, but trying to shut somebody autistic abilities down is really not. It's like a boycott. That's what they doing, and I guess you can boycott, but I don't really.
Because he's gotten away with it. Y'all know darn well he peed on that girl. That video.
I think it's not bad. though.
But he went through the process.
She was 14,
Hold on, hold on,
believe.
hold
He
on.
was a grown man.
He
But
went through.
she
He went
let
through the
him.
legal process, and he won his case. So you can't get. So you. So just what they do. What you doing with what you just said right there about what they doing to R. Kelly is what they did to OJ after he done won his case.
Okay.
They trying to still punish
try
him.
to punish him and
He
convict
won.
him
They
by
didn't convict
something
him.
that
They
he
didn't
got.
prove their case.
Right. You're right. You're right.
And that's not fair because R. Kelly, even though everybody know he peed on that girl and messed with that girl, he
Underage.
beat it.
Remember he
beat
married
it.
Aaliyah, and she was underage against her parents'
Yeah,
wishes.
but it's Aaliyah.
Oh my gosh, she was still underage.
It's Aaliyah.
Y'all know R. Kelly is so inappropriate.
That's like Kylie Jenner.
And let me tell you something. When that first CD, you know what, he made me sick. Bill Cosby has been found guilty. He's what, 79, 80? I don't know. He's been found
Yeah.
guilty. I was told, I didn't see the court case. I heard the women, they felt vindicated. They cried and cheered. I was told that he showed no remorse in the courtroom. He was very cocky and arrogant about the situation, like whatever. And so should an 80-year-old man go to prison?
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. You know what I'm gonna say yeah.
Why?
Because at first I didn't believe this about Big. I was like, man, these women trying to get money from him. But
None of
when
them
you-
ask for money.
Yeah, they don't ask for money, but that's the newest coming next.
Civil suit.
So, but when I looked at it and I said, all of these women got the same story and they never even talked to each other. They didn't even know. And then he started admitting that no, it was consensual. Then he started admitting.
He admitted this years ago on some sort of tape.
And then he started saying that, oh no, I only gave them Quaaludes. I only gave them, you know, not Quaaludes. He said he gave them.
It was Quaaludes.
He said he gave them Quaaludes. He gave them certain things.
Uh-huh.
And he was giving them paralyzing drugs.
Don't know how it could have affected them.
Well, what I mean, yeah, not only that, but imagine sometimes you being woke. Let's say you take the drug and you actually see what's going on, but you
They can't do nothing about it. Yeah.
Or
That's horrible.
imagine somebody can kill you like that, and you just
Can't do nothing
can't
to
do
defend
nothing.
yourself.
Yeah.
That's probably crazy.
or when you waking up and somebody doing that to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he should go
You
to jail.
know,
Now,
yeah,
and now that you say that, because I didn't feel sorry for him by any means, because to me, Bill Cosby has always been arrogant. He always to me. I liked him. I thought he was funny. I liked
Yeah,
I liked the
been a smart
Cosby Show,
man
but
to
he's
me.
been
But he was a sexual
he's a smart.
deviant.
Yeah, he was a sexual deviant. But
I come to find out, a lot of people are sexual demons. You'd be surprised. Just sitting here thinking about all of the
Kevin Spacey messing with those young boys.
yeah. Just think about. We don't know what goes on people's heads as far as sex, what they like.
It's
You know what I
crazy.
mean? It be
Who
some
gets
of
a thrill? I mean,
you-
he was
you
Bill
might see
Cosby.
an
He could
old-
have screwed anybody.
But you may see an old 90-year-old woman. You don't know what she
you know
do.
what? You know what?
But I'm telling the truth.
What's she gonna do? Give you a Quaalude and just take it from you?
But what I'm saying is,
old
she
women
may
been
be-
through a-
She may be a sexual deviant.
She
may.
could
You
be.
never know what she did in her past
I'm
life.
telling you, one day I was serving the paper. I mean, I know I'm getting off subject.
Okay.
But one day I was serving the paper.
Uh-huh.
There was a lady about 80-something years old.
Oh,
I went to I went to a jewelry place. No, I went to a doctor's location. It was like a clinic. I had to go serve for records. And this old lady seen me. She come out. She said, "Oh yeah." She just started up a conversation. We just kept talking to me. She said, And I was younger. She kept on saying, I said, yeah. So I'm talking to her. She kept saying, And I said, what's wrong? She said, I'm just saying, I had an affair on my husband years ago when I was younger, and he was with a black man. And I was just wondering, are you married? And I said, yes, I'm married. And she was like, oh, okay, I'm just saying. Now working, this is the time when she works. She
telling you all her business, trying to bait you in.
Diamond, she's the diamond dealer and all this other stuff. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, she trying to pay you off. You thought about it?
I was a married man at the time.
Would you date an older woman for money, Malik?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't gonna do it. That lady was wrinkled. No.
Oh, just imagine that
I couldn't even do it.
That wrinkled up.
Man, she got a good billionaire or something.
She probably was, but I couldn't do it.
Compared to Bill Cosby, all off topic.
Bill.
So y'all think he should go to jail? Think he should go to jail, Malik? 80 years old.
I mean,
for his crime.
Did he rape women?
Yes.
If he a rapist, then I got no respect for him. He gotta go to jail.
He gotta go to prison. There you go. It's even a millennial can say it.
When he was found guilty, of course, a lot of black people immediately went on this rampage.
Trying to take down the black man.
Yeah, trying to take down the black man. Why is Bill Cosby being found? Why is Bill Cosby found guilty?
NBC.
And because he tried to buy NBC and twice. And why did he get found guilty when you got Harvey Weinstein, Donald Trump, and several other sexual deviants that are out there?
Sexual deviants and rapists do different things.
And when you got other sexual deviants out there as well who have been accused of inappropriately dealing with women.
They should know nowadays everybody get accused of being
inappropriate.
But the thing was, a lot of black people became like, so... And a lot of women were.
You even know if it's true though with Bill Cosby.
He admitted it. He admitted some of it. He didn't admit all of it, but he did say, "Yeah, I gave him Quaaludes." He admitted it.
Some of the women, but if you give somebody drugs, but he trying to act like they knew he was giving them drugs.
Yeah.
Oh man, if they probably didn't know. It's just girls you want the money.
No.
So my thing is,
attention.
No.
Black people came to his defense because they were black and saying, why is he being prosecuted and tried and found guilty when you got these white have these white men out there who are doing quote unquote the same behavior.
That's not the same thing.
That's true.
But listen, a lot of women took offense to this.
My people.
A lot of women took offense to this, and I was one of them because it had nothing to do with the fact that he's black. He's a rapist. I don't care what color he is.
Okay.
And there's a difference between giving somebody.
I understand the point you're making, but
that's true.
But the point is that any of them guys that were accused of rape, the ones that are accused of rape,
Harvey Weinstein was.
If he's accused of rape, Trump was. It's coming. It's coming. Trump was not accused of rape.
He wasn't.
He was accused of sexual harassment.
Paying off hookers or paying off
oh, that's normal.
Yeah, stuff like that. but he wasn't accused of rape. But my point is, if you are actually accused of rape by multiple women, at least like 30 or over 4 decades, they say.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Since he's with the Cosby Show.
I don't understand how you a celebrity and you on a rape.
Cause he liked them. He's one of them guys that liked you laying, that don't move.
It's about control. When people give you stuff to paralyze you, they want to control the situation.
That's weird.
Because honestly, a lot of celebrities can get basically any woman they want.
If you want to control a woman, he can just get a wife. Bill Cosby.
He has a wife, and she's beautiful. Camille Cosby is beautiful. And
I bet she's just going through so much pain right now.
Let me say this. She is supporting her husband 100%. She wrote a 3-page open letter going off on the court system and the mob mentality of persecuting her husband, and he's an innocent man. So how do y'all think she's right for sticking by him?
Of course.
But he raped women.
But listen,
he raped women.
He raped women, even though I don't.
He cheated on her.
Even
though I'm not with that, but you're married, your woman supposed to stay by your side. You're about to die.
Let me tell you
die.
something. If I ever find out if I'm married to somebody and they raping women in the
Better
night,
stay by his side.
I'm not staying by him. I'm
But
calling.
look, he probably told her.
I'm sitting right here.
But look, mom. Mom.
I'm
He
calling
probably told
911.
her. He probably told her. That's the old me. You know, I'm a changed man.
Oh, so he's slick. He
baby,
running the game on
you
his
know,
way.
Baby, you know these women throwing themselves at me.
You want to
I'm
put in
Bill
pop? You want to
Cosby.
put in pop? No.
I'm Bill Cosby.
Everybody can be forgiven.
I was at the courthouse the other day, and some lady was saying that they thought it was really weird that Bill Cosby, which I didn't even know this, I don't even know if it's true, that he was one of the first black men to have his own
TV show.
TV show.
Yeah, I knew
when before the Cosby, was it the Bill Cosby show?
Bill Cosby was.
When was that before? Like when no other shows were on but white shows. Was
Yeah.
it? It was the Bill
Yeah,
Cosby,
Bill Cosby
show.
had a show.
They said They said that.
Him and Sidney Poitier was in movie. They was like the two things back in
and
the day.
they said that's one of the reasons that he was able to do it for so long, and the fact that he's an Illuminati.
I mean, he probably is.
Oh my goodness!
He probably
I
is
can't even-
Illuminati.
I don't. I'm
Hey,
not.
the Illuminati
Why
run
you
the
bring
world.
that up?
What the hell is Illuminati anyway?
Mom, the
Okay.
Illuminati is a secret organization that
Okay.
that
It's like on
owns the
Gotham,
world.
like
Let-
Gotham, like the secret organization that plays in the
Yes.
Gotham
Let-
movie.
Let me
like a
TV show?
let me say something.
that worship the devil.
Let me say something about
You have to
Illuminati.
sacrifice somebody for
And
that
if
too.
you
Let
and if
me
you
say
expose
something
them,
about-
they kill you
Let me say.
and they get you in your booty hole.
Okay, let me say something about Illuminati.
For real.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I used to think that was the crazy stuff in the world, but after I done seen all this other stuff going on in the political world, I do believe in conspiracy. And there's a whatever, something going on, some deep stuff going on. But Illuminati, we ain't gonna talk about Illuminati too much because it's. I
real.
think that it may be real, but I don't think Illuminati got power like you think it got
Yeah,
power.
of course they got power.
Nah, I don't think that's the organization that actually got the power.
You don't think so?
They do.
Nah,
They
they're
got
not
the
the one.
keys.
They got
They got the keys to the Jeep.
So Jay-Z and Beyonce Illuminati.
They-
Well, now,
honestly,
let me say this.
Some
I-
people
I-
just use that stuff just to get more attention and stuff like that. You never know who's really in the Illuminati.
Well,
I mean-
see, the Illuminati, the basis to being a part of that quote unquote secret is that something has to be sacrificed. And I was told that Jay-Z and Beyonce have not lost
See, look.
anybody.
See,
Okay.
look.
So next, what's going on?
I feel like, because if you think about it, you didn't hear that celebrities was in the Illuminati until Tupac exposed them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's how it came out
That's what I'm
with
saying,
Tupac. I thought it was before Tupac.
No, it was before Tupac, but he exposed them like, and then
Is that why they
and
killed
then right
them?
after then, that's when you start hearing it. Everybody start popping up, the Illuminati and stuff like that. He exposed them.
So what exactly is it? So it's a secret organization to
They
do
control,
what?
They control you. They control your money. I mean,
So they're the reason that all these talented people make money?
I mean, I don't have all the answers. It gets deep. It's crazy.
Put it like this.
Just know they're exposed. We just don't have all the info.
Put it like this. See how Weinstein was so big?
Uh-huh.
I don't know about Illuminati, but he was one of the power brokers in Hollywood.
Right.
I said this before. You got gateways of where the money come in. Money come in through Hollywood, through the technical industry, through Silicon Valley. Money comes in through oil and gas.
Right.
Money comes in through Wall Street. It's like it's one or two more of them where the gateways of where all
this money comes from.
like big money flows through.
Okay.
And if you know who those players are, those are the people that actually
And Weinstein
run.
was one of them?
Weinstein
That's the
was one of
Illuminati.
the control Hollywood. He was one of the biggest. One of the biggest.
Well, I didn't know he was that.
Yeah,
That's
like,
the Illuminati.
He's like Lionsgate.
Right. He had he's like one of those guys.
Oh.
Weinstein Productions. Yeah, he was one of the guys that he made to break your career. So, he wasn't the only producer and the only whatever in Hollywood. But if you wanted to be in one of his Weinstein movies,
Which
right,
a lot of women were.
Actually the richest people are the one who made money. It's the family. I forgot their name, but it's a family who made money.
Off of what?
Like they the one who started money. Like their family been alive since the beginning. Since they made, like, they're the ones who made.
Who?
Money.
What family is this?
I forgot the name of them, but them
What do you mean they made money?
like they the ones
They like
who,
the founding fathers of the money making.
yeah, like the money, like making paper, like making money, like not like making money. I'm talking about the ones who like made it, like
Minted?
like made money,
Mint?
like designed it, created
Designed
it,
it,
minted.
created
Okay.
money,
Who was
like-
that? Like, you should know who that is. You're a history buff. Who created
You
money?
talking about a minting of the money?
Yeah, who created? Yeah.
the
The
creator.
designs? I don't know. It's something that I know that I don't know. I don't know. Who
I know
minted
it.
money.
I got
I
the
know.
answers.
I used to for a long time. I thought it was gold still backing money up, but it's not anymore.
No.
But-
They did that long. Did
Yeah,
away with
I found
long
that.
time
I don't
ago.
know how I found that out recently, but I
That's
did.
why they got the Federal Reserve now.
Yeah. So
Went to a different banking system.
speaking of this craziness, Kanye West. So recently, Kanye West just resurfaced back into the Twitter hemisphere since his album release, which I don't even know the name of his album. And I saw him out there tweeting, and it was like a lot of influx of tweets, back-to-back tweets. There wasn't nothing really, just little
You're
quotes,
being attacked.
little positive little stuff he would say. And all of a sudden, because I don't really follow him religiously, but then he started talking about politics and how he support Donald Trump, and he started wearing that infamous hat, "Make America Great Again," and then he was seen posing with a lot of high-profile Republicans who support Trump, and it just blew up from there. And just recently was on TMZ, and yeah,
Well,
he was on TMZ, and he said it was a lot said, but the one thing that stood out for me and a lot of people was the comment that he made in regards to slavery being a choice.
Right.
And that it
That's true.
lasted
That's
so
true.
long, and at some point
true.
we should have. There's too many of us not to have fought back. Here's a clip.
When you hear about slavery for 400 years, for 400 years, that sounds like a choice. Like, you was there for 400 years and it's all of y'all?
Okay,
It's
so-
true.
so-
Let's want to talk one at a time because this
Okay.
is a lot.
Facts.
Kanye is a big.
Okay, I'm gonna let Malik talk.
Go ahead, Malik. What's true?
I
And he
think
okay. Let me say this too. He's saying he's a free thinker. I don't know. This is the first.
free thinking is basically just understanding understanding everything and still staying true to what you believe. That's basically
And basically not following the masses. You
Yeah,
actually
but just
thinking outside of the
understand-
norm.
understanding it, listening, and seeing why they believe in that. Or, I mean,
You coming up with your own opinions about stuff versus following the crowd.
All right.
So just in general, y'all think Kanye is mental because they're
No.
blaming it on his mental faculties.
No, the full disclosure, I like Donald Trump myself. I think Donald Trump is doing
You
good.
checking your meds?
but I think Donald Trump does good for black people. Whether he says it or not, his policies does good for American citizens. He's actually a pro-American. So it's about helping American citizens. I like Donald Trump. People get mad at me when I say it. People look at me crazy. I mean, I'm talking about even Republicans look at me crazy, some of them. But the point is, I like what he's doing. I think it's good for us. I think it's good for people. I think it's good for black people. Now, you can. Would you heard something? Oh, I don't know. But you can. You want to go check on it? You can like somebody or dislike somebody's policies. You can dislike or like somebody's opinion. But the problem is, this is how you know what Kanye's saying is correct and true. The fact that he's being attacked, the fact that he's being trying to be shut up and shut down, is evidence of what he's saying. He's a free thinker. I can think and I can believe and like somebody that he knows personally. First of all, he knows the man personally. If he likes him and he believes in his policy, he trusts what the dude is doing is right.
I just think he's been a little reckless with it. Even if
I'm
I'm not saying that he's right or he's wrong. I think he's just being reckless with
he's
it
not.
because you can
He's being
actually.
attacked.
I think
what's wrong in liking a man?
He's being attacked.
No wrong in
Okay,
liking a
there's
man.
there's
and
nothing, honestly,
liking
there's-
his decisions. And
There is
Okay.
nothing, but you know what? He the one said that George Bush don't like black people.
Okay.
Then he don't.
Okay, listen. That was his opinion. He has a right to feel that way.
So you sit here talking about George Bush don't like black people, but you support Trump, who doesn't.
Hold on.
Trump like black people.
Shut up. He just like Omarosa.
Why is it that Trump say? Why is it that you say Trump don't like black people?
I can't say that. I can't say that he does not like black people. But I just know he's not for black people.
Why do you say that?
I just said if we are being held, we are being held by default.
What makes you think he's not for black people? Look at his text. He go off of his tweets. That's how he tell what he's thinking. That's what he's saying. What he's saying.
They say he off his meds too.
Always saying the black unemployment is going down. The Hispanic population is.
I'm not here to debate about Trump. But we're talking about Kanye West and him being attacked, and him. People are blaming because he's thinking differently than what people think he should feel, and. They're saying that
it's a political move, but people don't realize. They don't even realize what's going on.
So you don't think he's being reckless and just trying to sell records? No. Do you truly believe that he feels what he
knows the man? He wouldn't be doing a political if he was trying to sell records.
This didn't come out until his album got ready to drop.
But guess what?
He wouldn't be doing a political stunt.
But look.
That could go against them.
If he is doing it for the record, so what?
Thank you. That's true.
So what?
That's true too. Because let's say if it is for the album, he don't believe none of this.
That means you being reckless. Because look how much tension this is causing.
To who?
To everybody.
How?
Because he's being reckless with his word. Because he has nothing. Okay, here's the thing.
I want you to explain this.
Because if you have an opinion about something of substance. Let me tell you something. The fact that you said that if he is doing it to sell records, that's reckless.
How's it reckless?
Because it's dangerous to be sitting there
hurting somebody. How's it dangerous? What's the danger? What are y'all talking? I don't get this.
There's no danger.
What is the danger?
Oh my gosh.
He's just speaking his mind.
People.
I mean, you can say it's danger.
T.I. help me.
You can say it's danger. You can say it's danger on him.
Let me tell you why.
It is causing danger for him. It is causing danger for black people.
Hold on. Let me tell you why you think it's dangerous.
Okay, y'all not finna sit up here and attack me. I'm not trying to attack you. I'm just playing devil. I'm just
playing. You gotta stick by your opinion.
Okay, this is not my opinion. I'm repeating what things are being said in the public. I'm just trying to have a discussion with y'all.
What I'm saying.
But y'all getting all hostile. Y'all want to attack me.
The point that I'm saying
I'm not the one.
You saying that it's dangerous because people are telling you that it's dangerous.
Well, I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
But that is not the right wording to say because speech can be dangerous, but it's
so you don't think his speech is dangerous? His radical comments aren't dangerous.
What's radical about saying I like Donald Trump?
Okay, it's more than just I like Donald Trump. I don't know all his tweets per se, but it goes above and beyond him.
Okay, explain this to me then. Because,
I can't.
Okay, then there you go. Because guess what? I kind of feel the same way.
About who?
If I like somebody, if I want to,
okay, you keep focusing on liking Donald Trump. I think it's a bigger issue than that.
What is the issue?
I bet if Martin Luther King was still alive and he liked Donald Trump, I bet there'll be no issue.
Matter of fact,
he is bringing. I mean,
what is he doing? What
have you heard? Because you watch Fox News. You tell me, because we sat there and watched Fox News together, and we was going back and forth about some of the things that they were saying about Kanye West, some of the points that he was making.
When he went on that show, he went on Harvey's a TMZ show. When he went on that show and he spoke,
black people were
what he was saying
were slaves by choice.
I'm gonna tell you what he was saying. He's saying 400 years. He's emphasized 400 years. We were not slaves for 400 years.
We was.
No, we were not slaves for 400 years.
We were slaves.
We were not slaves.
How long were we slaves?
Slaves started around the 1600s or whatever. Actual slave trade. The actual trade.
But we were still getting.
Okay, listen to me.
They been found us. We was slaves for a long time.
Let me tell you first. We were not.
Before it was even recorded. Before it was on record.
Okay,
we
so
been slaves.
Slaves started in Africa. That type of slavery we're talking about, the European slavery, is what I'm talking about. So what I'm saying is this: slavery. He was saying 400. He stressed that. He said, so we got freed in the 1800s as far as from the slavery. We got freed in the 1800s
legally,
right? But we were still suppressed.
Yeah, we couldn't. Okay, we couldn't go in certain places.
Okay, so. In the 70s and the 80s, We were not slaves. We still saying we're slaves.
We were slaves. We are slaves.
We're not slaves. That's right. That's his
slaves.
point he's making.
We're still
Mentally,
slaves.
that's what he was saying.
No. I'm talking about. He basically just adding on the years.
His
to now,
point.
but I'm just saying we.
No.
we were
I'm
slaves
talking
for
about
a
his
long
point.
time.
Forget that. I'm talking about his point. His point was, we can do anything we want to do. We gotta rise above it. Let me ask you this, Malik. So anybody that come into this country, if they're black, can they make it?
Probably.
So let me ask you this: how is it that Africans from Africa, different people from different countries can come here and become successful, but
they got different resources over there.
No, here I'm talking about here. But black Americans, they can come in dirt poor with dust coming off their back, and we can't come in here. They come in and surpass us, but we can't because we were slaves. But he's saying it's a mind thing, and it's the exact same thing that people are sitting here attacking Kanye about. That is why it's the exact same thing. That why they still in that situation. They still stuck in a slave mentality. He's trying to tell you, get out the slave mentality.
So by saying I support
but he's
Donald Trump,
no.
Well, no, what he's saying.
He's not just talking about that. Yeah, will come with him saying with that is along with that and being slave.
It's the group think is what is the problem.
No. And being slave to the government and society and how everything is going. He's talking about that type of slavery too.
My point is, you still can be anything you want to be here in this country. You can be as successful or you can be as unsuccessful as you want to be.
I don't see how one man. Woo! Thank goodness we're recording this from the bed because I am exhausted with this. Kanye West, yeah, he got 27 whatever million followers, whatever. I don't see how one person can cause so much controversy.
Because it's about.
He should be able. Let me tell you something.
First off, it's Kanye West.
I'm putting his mic down.
Why?
Because how is Kanye West causing controversy? He ain't did nothing but said, I support Donald Trump. He ain't the one creating the controversy. It's the other people attacking him.
Okay. Whatever.
It's the other people.
Him being attacked is controversial too. It's the same thing. It's all controversy is what I'm saying.
But he's not. Your words are important.
Okay, you picking on every darn thing that I say. Well, I can't even say shit without you attacking me like I'm the one attacking.
I'm not saying that. Because what you're saying is that you said, why is it one person Kanye can cause
because I don't understand why so much energy, whether it's positive or negative, is given so much on this man's words. He's one freaking man. What he eat don't make nobody shit. So whether he like Donald Trump or not, why are we taking this stuff to heart? Is what I'm saying.
That's the point.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to say to you, but you attacking me.
I'm not attacking you.
I'm doing devil's advocate.
I understand what you're doing, but what I'm saying is, your wording is backwards. He ain't creating the issue. He's just basically stating his opinion of who he likes and what he likes and why he likes.
And you don't think he has some sort of agenda? Sometimes agenda is just not. Here's the thing.
It's the craziest thing.
People have opinions that this particular president does not have the best interest of the black man in his forefront. He doesn't have us in his best interest. Whether you agree with it or not, that is what some people think.
I know that.
And what they believe. So when you have somebody which is with much power, to how much power we've given him, that can say these things and affect people with all this emotion, it's causing controversy. Because now you got one man whose voice is so wide and spread saying to us, well, what's wrong with Trump? I like him. But he has nothing. But he doesn't say anything else. He doesn't say anything else. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't really get involved in politics. I don't get emotional about it. He's the president. I can't do shit about it right now. And I'm not going to waste my energy calling them names, breaking them down. Do what you do, Donald. It's going to be over soon. That's how I feel about it.
Right.
But the thing about it is, we just take so much of this stuff to heart. And why? And Kanye can't even say to anybody why he thinks this way.
He has.
What did he say?
Okay.
He has not tried to do anything.
Kanye has tried to. He probably can't.
Listen now. He tried to call.
He probably can't not articulate. He tried to go on the interview.
Then shut the fuck up. Because let me tell you something. He did the same thing when Bush was in office. You know why he don't like Barack Obama?
Because he called him a name.
Because he called him an idiot.
Yeah.
Because he is an idiot to some extent. Not in a. I don't know. I forgot what it was that he.
Okay, so
it was a Taylor Swift thing.
So let me ask you a question.
But the thing about it is,
he knows the man personally.
He does these things to get responses from people.
Hold on. He knows the man personally. First of all, if you know what happened, he first got attacked for liking somebody that was a political analyst, a young black lady.
Oh yeah, who was she? That was the one who supports. Who does not support? What's the black movement?
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. Yeah, Black Lives Matter. That's my mind.
Okay.
Yeah, so she speaks. She's a black woman who speaks against all this stuff, and he's in support.
So yeah, because it's radical.
It's not all radical. It's not all radical. That's not true.
Well, what I'm saying is their tactics have been radical.
It may be a subset of people, but it's not the whole organization. I don't believe that.
I can agree with that.
I just have a hard time with y'all but people in general making generalizations about an organization.
Of course, that's just like how people do Republicans. That's how people do.
Well, yeah, I mean, I honestly.
Hold on. No, everything you just said is true. Just like people doing Democrats, it's groups of people, but they all get thrown in the class.
Yeah, they do.
So it's unfair. I agree with you.
It is unfair.
Instead of people listening to the other side, other thought, they want to attack it. And I think that's the whole point that I'm trying to make. I think that's the whole point that Kanye West was trying to make. He's a free thinking. He wants to be able to express how he feels to whoever he wants to express it to. And people say, I disagree with that.
Talk about that stuff at your kitchen table.
That's not fair.
It is very fair.
It's his platform if he want to speak it.
But you know what, Larry? The thing about it is you always saying words are harsh. Words can be dangerous. You said that a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Watch your words. So if I'm gonna sit up here, like when you say that you support Donald Trump for whatever reason you support him, you come back with this, and this. I have yet to hear anything that supports his thought process. All I've seen from Kanye is a pattern of Donald Trump don't like black people. Barack, yes, he did.
Donald Trump.
No, Kanye West said Bush does not like black people. Excuse me if I said something different. Does not like black people. He said something about derogatory about Barack. It's like he goes against the grain to get reactions from people, and that's a dangerous thing. You just don't go around doing stuff.
That's not fair because you're talking about somebody that has. And I've never been a big Kanye. Like I believe everything Kanye how he deal with things.
Right.
But the difference is with this particular situation is Kanye has a personal relationship with Donald Trump. He has a.
I don't believe that.
He's been friends with this man for years.
A lot of people been friends with Donald. Donald Trump don't have no friends.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, he has a personal relationship, and I think that's what makes the difference in what I'm seeing here. Now him having an opinion of Bush. That was almost.
Now, what was the purpose of that?
15 years
what was
ago.
the purpose of that? He was trying to create controversy.
No,
that's what he do.
But no, he was dealing with the Katrina flood situation, and all those people. He's looking at the news cover. He felt like Bush did not do. He felt like Bush must don't like black people. So he just opened his mouth up
and said Bush don't like black people.
So tell me
why
like you know Donald Trump.
Oh my gosh, he don't know Donald Trump like that. He don't eat at that man's table. He ain't spending the night to hit that man's house. He don't know that man like that.
He done all
How
that.
you know?
Because just saying.
I can't stand when people
and
think.
You want to know why I like him? I like his policies. Now, I do think Donald Trump talk off the cuff, and sometimes he say some old crazy stuff, and he just like Kanye. He try to explain stuff, and it sound crazy, and then you may know what he mean if you really listening, but you're gonna twist it to your agenda if you have an agenda where you can make it sound some other way.
I just feel like you some things you just with racial tension being the way it is, and the way that everybody is so sensitized to everything.
Racial tension is the way it is because people are attacking the other side.
And I get that. So
For
with
speech.
that being said, if you're gonna come with an agenda, come correct. Don't come playing games and just throwing stuff out there just to get attention for whatever reason. If you have a legitimate platform and you genuinely trying to make a difference, then you do something to make a difference. I will respect him more if he came to the table with, I support Donald Trump, and come with an agenda that's gonna help somebody. He hadn't helped
so let me ask
nobody.
you a
He
question.
has not done not one thing. And one thing about it is,
hold on. If Kanye West, let's switch this around. If Kanye West said, "I like Barack Obama," was that controversy?
I would think so. I mean,
wait. That would be controversial if he said, "I like Barack Obama."
well,
If he wore, this is all he did. If he wore a hat that said "Make," if he wore a hat that said,
what's Obama's slogan?
his slogan was "Yes we," no, it was
yes, we can. Yeah.
If he wore a hat that said "Yes we can," would that be controversy?
Once again, I would
No,
definitely.
let's flip it around. If Kid Rock, and Kid Rock was a pro-Republican, he's a pro Donald Trump. He even campaigned for Mitt Romney when Mitt Romney was running.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he did for McCain. I think he campaigned for McCain too.
Mm-hmm.
Clint Eastwood. Who else was that? Who else was some of the guys that were stars that campaigned for Chuck Norris?
Who they campaign for?
They campaigned for the Republican.
Okay.
These are Hollywood celebrities that campaigned for him. If one of them would have went around and saying they like Barack Obama, it wouldn't have even been an issue. But because Kanye's black and he has a difference of opinion, black people vote 95% Democrat. And
I'm not saying that's right.
And look,
just because you black don't mean you should vote Democrat.
And what do we get from it?
Okay.
So no,
that's a different argument.
This is not a different argument. It's a damn same exact argument. It's the exact argument. All he did is show an expression for someone he likes of a different political party, and he got attacked.
But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying him getting attacked is right, Larry. I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, given
it's politics.
It's
crazy.
politics, and given the things that are going on and where the racial climate is, and he can't help that. I get it. It is what it is. He didn't create it, and he can't fix it. I get it. But knowing how a lot of people feel and the influence that you have, come to the table with something.
Let me say this.
Come with something.
I think with Donald Trump, I agree with what you're saying, but I think with Donald Trump, it's I've never seen it to this level. And I think because nobody thought Donald Trump was going to win, and a lot of people didn't like him the way he campaigned. He was a fighter. He fought back. He fought dirty. No, hold on, listen. He fought dirty like everybody else fight.
Right.
Republicans don't normally fight back. They normally just kind of don't. They just kind of like go to win. But I'm just gonna say this: if any black celebrity would have liked any Republican candidate at the top, I think they would have been attacked.
I don't support that because I feel like, you should just because you're black, you should not just go around supporting Democrat because you black. You need to know you need to know what's going on. That's just dumb to vote Democrat because you black. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. This is why I don't get involved in politics, because you should be voting based on the things that you believe or the things that you. So
you're saying you should be voting independently?
We should be voting independently. We should not.
Then let me tell you what an independent voter. Now everybody, I like to, whenever I hear somebody say, "Oh, I'm an independent voter,"
I didn't say I was.
No, I'm not saying you say you are. I know how you vote.
And I'm guilty.
Okay.
I'm guilty because you know why I'm guilty, and I can admit this because there's lack of information and lack of knowledge.
And that's just why I'm going to say about independent voters. If you're an independent voter, people say, "Oh, I'm independent." If you're independent, you should know every person that you're voting for and every issue that you're voting for, and you should know the details of them, and you should know who, what, when, why, and what they believe, and why you voting for them. That's an independent voter because they're gonna know. They're gonna be more knowledgeable than anybody. But most people are not independent voters when they say they are independent voters because they're going to have to go and vote based off of a political party. And most people, that's what they mostly do.
Right.
They don't always know the independence. They don't always know the politics. And most black people vote off of, what Malik said earlier, they vote off of, most black people vote off of what's popular, what's in the know.
Yeah, they don't take no time to do any research or
right.
I mean, like personally, like for my mom personally, she is a Democrat, but she
do a research.
She does her research. Right. She does her research,
and she believes what she believes, and I can respect.
And that,
I respect a person that votes based off of what they believe. If Kanye believe in what Donald Trump is doing,
I don't necessarily. I don't believe that. I don't. He hasn't proven that to me. Now, if he can do that, I have more respect for him. You know, in his position, I get it. Be a free thinker. I don't expect you to think like me, vote like me, dress like me, eat like me. I don't expect any of that. But when you go out there throwing this stuff around, knowing that so many people follow you, revere you, and look up to you, then you need to come with something productive that's coming out of this situation.
I think because
you sitting there telling people our minds are in shackles. What do you tell John Legend? Talking about that's what they want. It's like you talking conspiracy stuff. And
I'm just being honest with you. When he was saying it, my heart was like, damn, I feel the same way. I feel like we have been bamboozled for years.
And we probably very well are. I mean, you don't know what you don't know. You know what I'm saying?
We are voting. We're voting. Like I said, 95% one way, and at the end of the day, we get nothing from it. We get nothing. We get bigger government that throw bones at us, throw stuff at us, a little red meat every now and then. But our situation, we still stay at the bottom of the totem pole.
How you feel about this? Snoop Dogg posted this. He tweeted this. He said the evolution of Jay-Z and Kanye show you how influential your wife can be in your life. That's powerful.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how the Kardashians.
And he thanks his wife for being a rock for him. Because let me tell you, where is his wife? Yeah. Let me tell you, and when I say dangerous, it may not be.
How do we know?
It may not be dangerous for us, but guess what? He is being threatened. His livelihood is being threatened physically, financially, and he has a wife. He has 3 beautiful children. So you can't be reckless like this.
Do we know his wife's and family's politics?
Well, Kardashians are said to be Democrats, and they support Barack, and they're very liberal, whatever. Yeah, and the family, it's been said that the family is not necessarily ostracizing him, but they are stepping away from this because they don't want that type of attention. They're not that kind of family. They don't bring this type of attention.
They're not a political family.
Yeah, they're not a political family.
I can say, well, kind of family, y'all, but they are. They're not politically like.
Yeah, they don't get involved. They're not bringing that.
Yeah, because it is politics. I'll be honest with you, politics is not good for your career if you in any kind of entertainment, because one side's gonna like it, and the other side's not.
Now, one thing I do have a problem with, though, I feel bad because he is a free thinker, and because he is thinking and trying to, and I think in his own mixed up kind of way is trying to.
He's trying to
enlighten people and bringing us all together as one, and he's not doing the best job of it, but I think that's what his intent is. People are calling him crazy. Now that I'm offended about, because just because he has suffered from is it called drug abuse, or because he was addicted to drug pills before, and he suffered from depression, does not make him a mental case and him not taking his meds. That I take offense to, because mental health is awareness is real, and you just can't go around calling people crazy because you don't agree with them. I took offense to that. I don't necessarily think that because he's thinking differently that something is wrong with him mentally. I just think he's thinking differently. I don't think he's thinking right in the sense of how his words and how his what he's doing is affecting people, but I don't think mentally anything is wrong with him. I think he knows exactly what he's talking about.
I don't believe it's a stunt. I believe everything he says is what he believes.
Yeah.
I think he'd speak right off the cuff, just like whatever, And
just think about it. If Donald Trump didn't speak right off the cuff, how much maybe he would have been in a lot better position than he is now. You need to really think before you speak and say stuff.
Right, but I think that's why people vote for Donald Trump.
They voted for Donald Trump because they wanted, this is just my opinion. They wanted something different with Barack being a black man. As the first president, they wanted something different with somebody not being politically influenced.
Some of that's true because Trump was not a politician.
He's not a politician, and he was speaking. And even though he said dumb shit, he spoke like a regular person would speak.
And they can relate to that.
Right.
And Donald Trump speaks like a street worker. You know what I'm saying? He's street.
Yeah.
He's but what I mean
was going to say something offensive, but
the man is not dumb.
I can't.
People say he's dumb, he's stupid. My mom.
You cannot be dumb. You cannot be that dumb and own what he owns.
He can't be a billionaire like that. The man is strategically.
He took the money his daddy gave him and made something of it.
Oh, not only that, but I'm not even gonna say that. I'm saying he's strategic in all his moves. He's very strategic. When he put a tweet out, it's for a purpose. When he put something out there, when he say something, he speak on something, it's for a purpose. He literally bait the media. When he call people fake news, it's for a purpose. Because maybe it is being fake news and he's trying to control what they put out there on him. And if it's not real, he's going to call them on it. He fights back. I'm going to tell you, at first I thought it was weird. At first I was like, why is this man doing this? I understand it better as I watched him and I watched what went on and as I watch how people do him. The news media does him a disservice in a lot of ways. But then we're not going to talk about Trump so much because that's a big argument all the time here. Anyway,
I just wish Kanye the best. I mean, hopefully I wasn't offensive to him. It's just my opinion. You know, I've never been the type of fan of Kanye's where I'm buying his music. I definitely can't afford his clothing stuff or his foam flip-flops. I can't afford any of that stuff. I just watch and awe and revere like everybody else do his accomplishments. He is a musical genius, and I just hope whatever it is he's trying to accomplish that he makes it clear and known and he's able to achieve whatever goals he's trying to achieve, because this is a lie and it has to be heavy on him, heavy on his family. I mean, he's not even the damn president, but he's getting treated like he is. You know what I'm saying? And I don't necessarily agree with that 100%. I think people should be free to think how they want to think, feel how they want to feel, support who they want to support without being attacked by it. If you don't agree with it, then just don't hang with him no more. Delete his number out your phone. You know, just let your people go. But you know, it's too much. And him being threatened, I don't understand I just don't understand any of this political stuff. It's just
well,
it's crazy.
I'm gonna say this, and I think we need to end this.
Yep.
But if a person don't like somebody's political thoughts, politics should not be all in the relationship.
Right.
Politics is what you believe, how your country should go, or how your environment should go. That's politics in your office. It's politics on your job site. Politics in your city, in your home. This house here got politics. Mm-hmm. We have politics here. You know, we deal with things a certain way. So, but it shouldn't be all in your relationship. And that's even with a celebrity. If you like his music, you buy his music. If you don't like his music, you don't. That's about that's what he do. His political beliefs is his political beliefs. His personal relationship, which he does have with this president, is his own personal relationship. And Kanye don't say stupid
stuff. You really
stuff.
think Trump is genuine with these relationships? I don't think so.
Kanye's like this.
I said Trump. I think
Trump is like this.
It's opportunistic.
No, let me tell you how Trump is.
It's opportunistic.
He is.
Situation.
Exactly. So basically, when you stop fitting the narrative.
I mean, look how Steve Harvey got attacked.
You making my point. Don't stop. Don't say.
I'm not saying that you're wrong.
All Steve Harvey did was just met. All Kanye did was just met with him, because you know what? They know him. They have a relationship with him. They know the man.
A lot of blacks did before he became president.
I know that.
A lot of black people did, but they didn't want.
But they wanted Hillary Clinton to win.
They didn't want their money messed with, so they backed off.
Yeah, a lot of them did.
Yeah.
But my point, we got to end this because
it's late.
And it's been going. We've been talking for an hour and 30-something minutes.
38 minutes. How you know?
Because
I'm tired. I got to take my medication. I got to take my medication, and yeah, I feel some palpitations. But yeah, this episode 54, and thank you everybody for putting up.
I'm sorry for talking so much this time.
He yelled at me. Anyway, but thank you for joining us on this episode of Tea with Monroe. If you're new listening, thank you. If you're coming back, thank you also. I appreciate y'all continuing to ride with me. And if you haven't already, definitely check me out on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher Radio. And if you on SoundCloud and that's your platform of preference, be sure to repost these episodes also. And comment every now and again, and I'll definitely hit you back. And once again, on Twitter, if you want to be a part of this conversation, hashtag TWMPOD. That's TWMPOD for Tea with Monroe Pod. Cast, just definitely hashtag that, and we can get this conversation flowing and going. I definitely have a lot of opinions, and I'm pretty sure you have a lot of opinions about everything we've talked about tonight. And as always, definitely continue to email me your anonymous tea. I didn't get to anonymous tea tonight, as you can tell, because we did a lot. And but yeah, email your anonymous tea questions, issues, listener letters, anything that you need for us to talk about on the podcast. You can send them to my email at teawithmonroe@gmail.com, as well as any voice memos. We would definitely play the voice memos on the air if you so choose for me to do that. Okay. Thank you once again for tuning in. Good night.
Good night.
And we out. Don't turn off the lights yet. Shoot. I appreciate everyone who is listening